Hi, my name is Paige Van Dusen. When I was in first grade, my parents got divorced, and then after that, it was either just me, my mom, and my brother at our house, or it was my dad, my brother, and me at our house. So it was never all of us together again. I did go to church every Sunday. My grandpa on my mom's side was a pastor, and he would sometimes preach at our church, which was pretty cool. But just because I went to church doesn't mean I knew Jesus. At some point when I was a junior in high school, I started being really mean to people. Um, and it was around the time that I was diagnosed with Graves' disease. And I just started being really rude to people. I didn't understand why. And I just fell into this depression, like deep depression, and then just kept escalating from there. Graves' disease is where my thyroid right here, it was underactive and my metabolism was all messed up, but it also affected my brain and my body together. I was still being rude to people, and then it was just escalating from there. I was depressed. I wouldn't talk to people. I was like isolating myself. I started hurting myself. I had intentions of suicide, so much so that I almost got sent to an institution, but I didn't, thankfully, because right about that point is when I found Jesus. My mom actually started going to Springville Church of the Nazarene, which is a teeny tiny church in our hometown with about 20 people on a good day. And my pastor was talking about Revelation, and he was talking about the end times, and I was like, that sounds really interesting. I'm just gonna go to see what it's about. And I just fell in love with the stories, and I was like, there's all of this evidence in this world, all this scientific evidence that God does exist. How can I not believe that he doesn't exist? And ever since then, science has just like made my love grow for God, because it's just incredible, the things that we see on this earth. When I realized that I was missing Jesus, when I realized that I found Jesus and I should make a change, I just had this, I just started, like, I just put myself in that position. I just put myself into wanting a relationship with God, and it just escalated. Like, I just kept showing up. I was consistent, and it worked pretty much just like that. And I knew that it was good, because my life was completely turned around. Like, I was not the same person. I was happy. First of all, I was really nice to people. I was nice to people all of a sudden. When I came to Costa Mesa for Vanguard, it was actually perfect, because I found the Groves, and I found that they were building Mesa City Church, and it was just something I needed right then and there. I wasn't going to church when I first got here, because I wasn't really sure how to navigate around this area, and I didn't really know many people, but I started coming with Talia, and I've just been here ever since. And in December 10th, I got baptized in Newport Beach. My name is Paige, and I am not ashamed of the gospel.